what is an asado and how is it different than a barbecue? And what's normal here and what's common? So first of all, an asado it's kind of like a barbecue. If you went over to someone's house and they're cooking, someone is manning the grill, very similar. The barbecue style is very, very different. The cuts of meat are very different, and the way that everyone contributes is quite different also. So imagine this, you're going over to a friend's house. There's a group of, who knows, maybe 8, 10 people or so. Same thing, there's one guy or one woman who's manning the barbecue and they're in control of everything. They're cooking everything. And but what's different is that, at least where I'm from, it was always a contribution style event where everyone brings a side dish, everyone brings something. Well, here it's much more common that the person hosting the event buys everything and pays for everything and cooks everything. So it's one meal hosted by the person. At the end, then everyone contributes money instead of contributing an item. So it all gets broken down. There were 10 people, divided by 10, all the costs, and everyone just contributes per person. Originally, I thought this was kind of a weird deal, but the more and more I go to these, the more and more it makes sense because everything kind of works together. All the pieces match, all the side dishes. So everything's, it's all just one built meal, which is great. The meat is quite different. So it's common to go over to the house. They have what they call a picada, which would be like a meat and cheese board. And there's a lot of snacks and little finger food for the first while. And then as things continue cooking and as things continue finishing on the grill, they cut things off and they put it all on a big cutting board and people sit down at a table or whatever, and the cook brings around all the food and you take out whatever you want. And as things continue finishing on the grill, round after round after round of food gets presented to everyone at the table. And there's always cheers for the asador, or the person running the grill. And a lot of times there's Fernet involved, or Fernet and Coke. And a lot of times they will start, some of the beginning dishes will be chorizos or morcillas, and then it goes to the different cuts of meat and things like that. Now it's really common here for the meat to take hours to cook. So this isn't show up at the barbecue, somebody's on the grill having burgers, that kind of a thing. No, this is hours. So they cook the meat here for a much longer period of time than what they're used to in a lot of Western cultures. And sometimes people kind of tease Argentinians about that, but the meat is fantastic. The food is incredible. And so they really have something figured out here. But anyway, if you get a chance to visit Argentina and you get a chance, or you get invited to an asado at someone's house, it's really, really incredible food, and it's a very, very wonderful experience.